Right. Right. So far we have executed in our local.
Yes.
So far we have executed in our local. Suppose if I want to execute my script right on different browsers, we can run it our local itself. But if I want to run my script on right same script on Windows, Mac machine, Linux machine, right, we cannot achieve that because we require multiple systems. In our local, it's very difficult to set up that machine, those many machines. If I want to execute different browser versions, right, suppose if I want to execute different Chrome version, right, currently I have suppose 130. If I want to execute 120 or something different browser versions, right, it is very difficult. We have to uninstall and install these things. And sometimes we will not get permissions also. Right, to achieve cross-browser testing, right, cross-environment testing. Right. If I want to execute my script on different types of OSs and different browsers. Right. Then we can, right, we are not speaking, can you please mute it? Right. If I want to execute my scripts on different OSs and different browsers, then we will go with a Selenium grid. That is one of the advantage of Selenium grid. And also, if I want to execute my scripts on parallel, right? I don't want to execute on different cross browser, cross environment testing. I want to execute my script on single OS. Maybe I want to execute my script on Windows only Chrome browser. I want to execute parallel because in our local, if we execute parallel more than 10 threads, I cannot execute in my local 10 threads or 5 threads also. Sometimes what will happen? Our systems will hang. If I execute, suppose 1000 test cases, I want to execute parallelly 5 threads. Right, it will take around 1 or 2 hours. Continuously, we have to execute. Right, we will sometimes what will happen if we execute, we will block our right. Once we are executing in our local means, we are blocking with right remaining things. We cannot do anything. Right, we have to sit idle. Right. Then in those cases also we will go for Selenium grid. We can simply execute there and then we can leave it. It will once it is done, we can get see the report of it. But there are multiple advantages of this Selenium grid. Right now, how to set up this Selenium grid? Right, we can do it. Suppose in company, this is purely based on the company infrastructure. Suppose I am working in a project, they have given only one mission. Suppose they have given only one mission. Right. My currently project don't have any requirement. Right. Sometimes they will give, sometimes they will not give infrastructure. Right. Suppose I have only one mission, I can also set up a Selenium grid here. Selenium grid means what? Majorly it will have a hub and nodes. We will have hub and nodes. Right. We can set up either in only one mission or suppose right, we can set up only in either Windows or whether it is a Windows machine or Mac machine, right, or Linux in a one machine. If you get all three, that is also fine. Right. Suppose if I get my requirement is my project requirement, I want to execute my script on right on all the OSs. I want to verify my script is working perfectly or not. Right. So suppose if you get multiple systems. Right. Then what we will do, if we get multiple systems, then we will set up in one machine. Right. In one machine, we will set up a, suppose this is machine, we will set up a hub. And in another machine, so suppose this is a Windows box, this is a maybe Mac box, this is a Linux box. Right, here we can set up one node. Here we can set up one node. Right, based on the infrastructure. If we get multiple machines, means we will set up hub and node. Hub and node machine. Right, we can set up either in only one machine, or we can set up either two machine, three machine, four machine. Based on the infrastructure, we can set. Then what is here? Selenium grid means it will have a hub and nodes concept. Hub and nodes concept. What is hub? What is node? Right. What is hub and what is node? Right. What is the hub responsibility? Right. Suppose I am telling right from my script. Right. We will write our script in the Eclipse or something from ID. Right. I am telling execute my script on right Windows, some Chrome browser. Right. Or Mac machine, Safari browser. Right. Or Linux machine, some Chrome. Right. I am telling from my script, right, execute my script on Windows. Suppose I am telling Windows and Chrome browser. Now what will happen? First hub will take the request whenever we will trigger it. Right. Hub will verify which node will have that configuration. Hub responsibility is first it will take the request. It will verify what is the configuration we are sending. It will verify, and hub will aware of all the nodes. Right. First, what we will do, we will start the hub, and then nodes also we will start, and these nodes are connected to hub. These nodes are connected to hub. So hub will aware of what is the configuration of each node. So whenever we will trying to run, okay, I am giving configuration from my script run on Windows and Chrome. Then hub will verify is there any configuration with Windows and Chrome nodes. Is there anything available? It will run it. Otherwise, it will fail. Suppose if I give Mac and Safari, then hub responsible hub will take the request. It will verify what is the configuration, and it will verify each node. Right? Is there any combination of Mac and Safari? Right? Then it will run on that Mac and Safari. Right? That is the hub and hub responsibility is take the request to verify the configuration, transfer request to corresponding node. Node responsibility is just to execute the script. That's it. Node responsibility is right. When our hub is send a request, it will accept it and it will run the script on the node. Right, fine. Then here we will see Selenium 4 setup only, not Selenium 3. Selenium 3 is a little bit right. Selenium 3 usually what we will do. Suppose anyone using Selenium 3, right? That is the we have to start hub hub separately. Suppose nodes separately we have to create and start it. Hub and nodes we have to start differently. But in Selenium 4, right, we can have a multiple ways we can start it. Either standalone way we can run it, or distributed way. Distributed way, the distributed way means it will have a hub and a node. Either we can run a standalone node means just a single command we can run all the hub and the nodes. With a single command hub and nodes we can run it. Distributed mode means we have to create one command for hub, one command from nodes. We have to run it. Here we will see Selenium. Right, then first thing, suppose if I want to run either Selenium 3, Selenium 4, what are the prerequisites? Right, I have to do some prerequisites I have to download. Right, we have to download Selenium server standalone jar file. First thing is, right, we have to download right, whichever version either you are using Selenium 3 or 4, we have to download corresponding server jar file. We can go to selenium.dev downloads. Right, here we will get a latest version of it. Right, it will download Selenium server 4.31.0 is the latest one. Right, just I have downloaded already. Keep it in one folder. Right, create a one folder, keep it there. And then next thing, right, which browsers we want to execute. Right, I want to execute. These are all Chrome, Zippo driver, Edge driver. These are all optional. These are all optional. Sometimes what will happen? Right, companies will restrict auto download. They will not give permission to download auto download from the right. They will not connect to public repositories. In those cases, we have to download these things. Right, if we want to download, I think everyone knows it how to download. Let me Chrome driver, suppose Chrome driver download. Just you can type it. We can download Chrome driver. Right, we can go to it's a developer dot Chrome dot driver. Here we have to click on this Chrome for testing availability dashboard. And what is the latest version? Right, before testing that, we have to see what is the browser version of it. Right, we have to click on these three dots. Help about Google Chrome. Right, we will get the what is the version of it. Corresponding version we have to download. Right, we have to click on stable version. Right, we will always go with the stable one, not beta. This can click on the stable version. Right, here we have to download Chrome driver, not the. This is the browser. This is the browser. We have to go with a Chrome driver, whichever OS you are using. Chrome driver, suppose Windows 64. Just copy this. Right, copy and paste. Right, in the browser, it will automatically download that Chrome. Right. Similarly, we can download Firefox driver, and then come down. Right here, we will see latest one Windows. Right. If you are using Mac means Mac, Linux means Linux, Windows. Currently, I am using Windows, so download it. Click on it. It will download the latest Firefox browser. And also, if you want Edge, similarly, Edge driver, we can go to developer.microsoft.com. Right now, for Edge also, we need to check which version we want. Mostly it will show latest one. Right, then click on the Windows. If you are using Windows means 64. Right, click on it, it will download it. Right, once downloaded all the files, right, just extract it. Right, keep it in the same folder. Right. First thing is we have to download Selenium server standalone file and then drivers. Then drivers. Now standalone mode. We will see first thing is the standalone mode. How to run. Right, standalone mode. Then okay, let me right. Standalone mode is very simple to run it. How to run it? First to open the command prompt here. Right. We copied all these right drivers and then jar file, Selenium server, jar file, then open command prompt here. Right, we have to give the command java -jar Selenium server standalone. And then standalone, we have to mention the standalone. Right, if it is in same folder, my drivers and right, server file is in same. Suppose server file is in some other file. We have to give the entire location. Suppose D drive something, right? Usually we will keep it in the same folder only. If it is in suppose a different folder, we can give the path of it. Right, just press enter. That automatically it will start the hub and node both. What is the hub and nodes? What are the nodes? It will start whatever drivers we have given. It will start all the nodes. Chrome driver, checkout driver, it's right. In this case, right, what will happen? We cannot start hub separately. Standalone mode, we cannot start hub separately, nodes separately. Right, it will run all at a time. Okay, started Selenium standalone. Then now just come here. Okay, how to verify? http://localhost. Default port is 4444. Right? It is started. It is started Chrome with 4 instances, Firefox 4 instances. Right? It is taken internet. I think in my system internet explorer is there. That's why now it is not supporting Windows, not supporting internet explorer, and Edge with 4 instances. Right. By default, it is started with 4 instances. That means we can run 4 threads at a time. Chrome, Firefox 4, Edge 4, we can run. Right. First is the setup was done. Now, how to run the test cases. Right. So far in our framework, just we know how to start from the local only. If I want to start with right grid, then what are the changes we require? Right, for existing our scripts. Okay, we will take environment variables that I will introduce now. Right, so far we have seen right, a driver from. We can get either parameters from TestNG file or property file also we can get it. Now we will see environment also, how to get from the environment variables. Right, for that, okay, I will take string something run mode. Okay, system dot get property something called run mode. Yeah, right. Any name we can give it any name. Just come to me run mode either local or grid. I will pass either local or grid or remote. Within. Right, we can give remote. Suppose my run mode is local. If we can give local dot equal ignore case equal ignore case run mode. That it is enabled with right in the starting class we have enabled with GitHub Copilot. And that's why it is giving some suggestions. Right, sometimes you don't want right disable. We can disable it. Click on disable completion. It will not give any suggestions of it. So disable it. Okay, run mode local. Okay. If it is run mode local is as it is. Whatever we have so far, it will execute driver in the local system. Okay, fine. Sometimes see, we will not see, just close the class and the Java file, open it again, we will see the issue. Sometimes it will not show the brackets. Okay, now if it is local, that is fine. Now else if it is a run mode is suppose a different. Run mode is remote. I am giving. Right now, how to create the driver object in the remote? Here also we will get right? Chrome, Firefox, these are all scenarios again we will get it, right? Suppose if it is in Chrome, how to create the driver? We have to create a new remote web driver. We have to create the object of a remote web driver, and we have to pass that remote web driver at where to execute. Right. For remote web driver, we have to pass the where I want to execute. For that, we have to pass URI dot. We have to create it. Right. What is the URL we want to run it? HTTP / localhost to the port 4444 / webdriver hub and then to URL. Just change it to URL. It will throw some checked exception. No, one more argument we have to add capabilities. We have to add the capabilities. For that, we will use here Chrome is Chrome options. It will create a Chrome options. We'll just create the options and a new Chrome options. Okay, then we will pass the options here. Okay. Now similarly, Firefox. Just copy this slide. We have to pass the Firefox options. Sorry, Firefox option. Now similarly, for Edge also, we can make it as a Edge options. We have Edge options. At default, if you don't provide anything, I think we have to provide something in the remote. If you forget to give, defaultly we will execute on the Chrome itself. Fine. Right. We are introducing one more parameter, run mode. Okay. Then how to pass this run mode? Right, we'll see that. Okay, fine. Now come to our TestNG file. We have what are the TestNG file we have? That either cross browser we have, TestNG file we have. We will go to cross browser. Okay, fine. We have a Chrome Firefox Edge. Now, how to pass that environment variable? Right click, run as, run configuration. Okay, run configuration. That's what is the source file, cross browser. Here arguments are there. Right, we have to first test is there, then arguments is there. In the VM arguments. In the VM arguments, -d, what is the name we have given? Same name we have to give. Run mode. Right, either local or remote. Right, local or remote. We want to execute on grid. Right, I want to execute on grid, so I will give remote. Run mode, remote. Right, that's it. We have to pass like this. Just click on apply, click on run it. Now we are running parallel test. Right. Right. In the standalone mode, we cannot run separately. Hub separately, node separately, we cannot run. All it will run at once in the single mission. In the single mission only. Right. We will see next distributed mode also. Okay, see, hub is this right, whatever we have started this standalone module. It is receiving the request and it is started. Right, Chrome started, Edge started. Right, a local machine, right? Whenever we are running parallel based on our the RAM configuration, right, it will may take sometimes right execution. Some systems very fast, some systems little bit slow because of our configuration. Because we have given tests and we have only one test. What will happen? Right here we have given tests as a parallel. That means what here it will take one test case, second test one test case, third test case one test. Don't agree. Alright, these things, right, we can keep it as a constant instead of right hard coding these many times. What we can do, we can keep it in a constant one. Right, we can create one. Right, okay, do it is very slow. Okay, fine. Let's run and let got success. That's fine. Right now, just quickly we will change this. Right, constants dot. Always it is better to you see we should not repeat like this. Alright, same piece of code multiple times. Keep it in one place. Refer that. Set. This entire code also, right? We can take it. Right. This is also repeated code. Right. This is also we can keep it on the top. Right. We can entire piece of code we can refactor. Right. Just right wherever we have a duplicate code, it's always better to keep it in only one place and refer it. Okay, fine. Next, we'll quickly see distributed mode. Right, this is the standalone mode. Right, now the problem is, right, suppose I'm stopping. Again, I have to type the same command. Right, Java from the Selenium server standalone path and standalone. Right, every time same command I have to give immediately. We have to type it manually, this one, right, every time. Instead of it, what we can do is we can create a bat file. We can create a in Windows, it is called a bat file. Right, batch file. Right, what is the advantage of it? Right, how to create that batch file? Right, we can type. Suppose you can open the notepad and that type, right, type this command, save it as, save as, right. We can save it as, right, inside a double quotes, standalone dot bat. Standalone dot extension will be bat dot bat. Then it will create a batch file. Right here, batch file we will create. What is the advantage of it? Just double click on it. That's it. Right. We no need to remember this command every time. Just double click on it. Right. It will start automatically. Right. Server. Right. That is the advantage of batch files. Usually we will create a batch files only. Right. If you want to edit, just right click. You can open it in a notepad plus plus or any right notepad. We can edit it if you want. Right. If you want to run with some you want to give port differently other than double four by default it will run double four If you want to change the port, apart from this command, so far we have given Java from jar file, path and standalone. If you want to give, you can change the port. Default port we can change it. Right. And also if you want to change the sessions, by default it is starting with 4, right? If you want to 5, 10, right, we can change the max sessions also. And if you want to generate log file, you want to generate log file, hyphen log, selenium grid.log. If you want, then it will not show here. Logs, it will not show here. If you keep the log enable, it will generate directly in the log file itself. And port max sessions. Then hyphen detect drivers. What it will do? Whatever driver, it will automatically. If you don't give also, it will detect drivers automatically. If you want, right? Sometimes this command explicitly it will ask restrict us. We have to use this hyphen detect drivers to what it will do. Whatever drivers available, it will start nodes automatically for those drivers. Right, if we want, we can also give additional parameters to the command. Right, same thing, both are. If you want to change some command, there will be a lot of commands will be there. Right, we can explore that if you search on it, Selenium grid commands, right, we can get all those things. Right, then if I want to run in a distributed mode, right, in the real time we will use a distributed mode only, right. Standalone mode means only single system we can run it. Suppose sometimes my requirement may be I want to run hub in one mission, nodes in different missions. I want to run separately. Right, that is called distributed mode. Right, for that what we have to do? First we have to distributed mode. Just I have created one more folder, just Selenium server standalone. We can copy paste or same thing. We can do same path itself. Just I have simple for simplicity. Just I have given here. Right, just open it. Right, Java hyphen jar part of the Selenium server standalone jar file. Dot jar must be. Sometimes we will forget to give dot jar. Right, if you forget, it will not work. We have to give dot jar. Then it is a hub. We have to tell what is this. Run this as a hub. Right, wherever I want to run. Suppose you have multiple systems. Go to that system, download the Selenium server standalone, and create a one batch file. Right, give this command just java for jar server Selenium server jar file path and then hub. That's it. Right, just double click on it. Right, just double click. It will start the hub. Right now we can go to just refresh it. Right, there is no browsers are attached, no nodes are attached. Right, this is just a it is started hub itself. That's it. There is no nodes are started. How to start the node? Right. In Selenium 3, for each node, suppose if I want Chrome node, Firefox, right, we have to create multiple bat files. But Selenium 4, we don't require. Single command, it will start all the nodes. Right, to start the nodes, what we have to give? Java jar Selenium server standalone jar file path node. Instead of hub, we will give node. But we have to tell to the node where is the hub. Right, maybe hub is running in different mission. Right, same mission or different mission. We have to give path of it, http colon slash slash. If it is the same mission, localhost. Suppose if it is in different mission, get the IP address of it. Right, get the IP address of other mission. How to get the IP address of it? You can just type go to command prompt ipconfig. We will get the IPv4 of address. This is the IP address of the system. We can do the IP address. If you are running hub in a different mission, that what is the port we are running. Then we can give hyphen Selenium manager true. What it will do? It will download automatically. It will recognize whatever in the system, whatever browsers we have installed. automatically it will download those browser drivers and automatically it will start the nodes, all the nodes. Right, we don't need to worry about keeping manually drivers. Suppose in the company systems, what will happen? They will restrict auto download drivers. So we have to manually download and keep it. Right, this is the node command to start the different nodes. It will automatically detect in our machine whatever the browsers are installed. It will start automatically. Let's see. Just again create a bat file, save it as a bat file. Just double click on it. It will start. Right, it is detected how many right system processors. This is the in my system. I have 4 processors, and then see it will automatically detect whatever the browsers are there in my system. It will start automatically those. Right, it is. I think it is started. Right, see, you click on overview. Right, click on overview. It will show the what are the nodes attached to it. Right. Okay, fine then. Let's say we have to run in code wise there is no change. Right, same thing we have to do it. That is just a right click and run it. That's it. While running, right, we can see one more thing. Right, here sessions. It will create the right what are the sessions we are executing, which browser, which OS we are executing. It will show in this URL. Mhm. Yes, okay. That is Chrome system. See, it is showing right. Windows, Firefox, Windows, right, Chrome browser. Okay, that's fine. Right, I see. It is showing all the 3 instances of it. Right, once it is done, it will close. Right, based on your system RAM capacity, just you don't keep 4 or 5 threads, it will struck our machine. Let's see, my CPU is going 100%, right, because it is unable to handle 3 threads also. Suppose if we try to run only 3 test case, I am running parallel, right? If we want to run 100 test cases, three test cases parallel, right? You can imagine it, right? Our system will hang up it, right? That's why usually we will not run that parallel in our systems. We will run usually in the grid machines only. In the company systems, it's right. Other machines we will run it. Five threads or 10 threads also we can run it. Right. Our local systems based on our right RAM capacity only. We have to mostly 2 3 threads are fine in our local. Other than that, right? If we run continuously 1 hour, right? Three threads, right? Sometimes what will happen if after running 50 test cases, our system will hang up, it will shut down. Right, that will waste of time. Right, based on right, just it's always better to run in the company provided system. If we don't have, there is no other way. We have to run it our local. Right, this is the distributed mode. Right, then we can also run in one more way. That is called JSON file. By using the JSON file also, we can run it. Right, let me quickly stop this. Right, Control C, you can go to, just don't click on this into mark. Come here, command prompt, Control C. Okay, it will stop. Now come to config file. How to run standalone mode? We'll see first. First, we have to create here configuration file. That JSON extension will be .json. Right here, right JSON file means we will have some syntax. That it starts with, suppose it starts with the open and close curly brackets server, where which port we want to run. Right, this is the hub, for hub. To start the hub, at what port? If you want different port, we can change. Then a node, right? Create a max sessions. How many sessions we want for each browser, and the drivers, detect drivers automatically. True. Then which browsers we want? Chrome. Chrome I want two instance. Firefox two instance. Microsoft Edge two. That means total we have given six. We are distributing those six to each browser two. That is, this one we no need to remember these things. So just right, we can get it in Google also. Right. First we have to give the hub and then nodes. Right. Then how to start it? Right. How to start it? Right. We have created JSON file. Then if we want to start it, apart from, so far we have given up to this Java jar server Selenium server path file standard. Now we add one more right extra argument hyphen config, right, path of the config file. What is the name of the file? Standalone config.json. We have to give the config file name also. Right. Then just click on this bat file. That's it. Right. It is always better to keep .bat files. Right. Otherwise, every time we know need to type, right. Right. Same thing. It will start. Right. I think it is not taking default whatever we have given. Taking default configuration itself. We have given two. Okay. I think it's default. It is creating 4. Okay, fine. I think default instances it is created. Right. Like this config file also, right? We can run like this. Okay, we can give what is the hub and then nodes. Right. Just we will see how to start hub and distributed mode. Right. This is just a standalone mode, and then distributed mode. We have to create a two JSON files. One is for hub, one is for node. Right. We can create for hub is one. And simply server port role is hub. We have to do the role. What is the role of it? Hub. For node, right? For node, right? Where we want to run the node port, and then what is the hub URL, and the detect drivers true, and what are the nodes? Right? What are the different browsers we want to run on this node? Right. Now just click on it. Node. Right. If you want to run the node, save command will be Java-jar Selenium server or server file path node config hyphen config. What is the file name of the JSON file? That only just a hub, for hub it will change as a hub. I have closed it. Right. What is the difference? Just here hub, node. That's it. Both commands are same. Only it will change the node and hub. We got some error. What is the error? No hub. We did not started. We did not started hub. But close this node. But always we have to start first hub, then node. Otherwise the node don't know. Right. To first node should register to hub. Okay. Now it is started. Then start the node. Okay. Now it is attached. Okay. Now it is right. Same way. We can run it either default way or JSON by using the configuration JSON file also. Right. On the real time, we can use it. Anything is fine. Either we can just go with a normal commands or JSON file. But here, wherever we are running, right? Suppose you want to run in the grid fashion, right? Usually in the company, what we will give, they will give multiple systems. We will start hub in one machine, right? Just suppose I want to run. Usually we will go with the distributed mode only. Right. Just in the hub mission, we will require only these two. Right. Selenium server and then hub. These two files only in the hub mission. Just we can start and leave it. In the node mission, suppose I am running another mission. Node mission, we require only these two. Node and Selenium server standard. Right. In the node, what we will give? We will give the configuration of the hub. Where hub is running, we have to give the port of it. Right. Port of it. Right. If you want to run in different missions, setup will be same only. For running hub, we require server file, hub file. In the node mission, we require server and node. Right. Like this, we can run node and hub in a distributed mode. We can execute our scripts, right, whatever, right, browsers, different OSs. Or if you want, my requirement is I don't want to execute cross browser. I want to execute on same browser parallel. We can run it same browser in parallel mode. That is also we can based on our project requirement. Either we want to execute same scripts, right? All test cases in only one OS, one browser, but parallel, or cross browser testing parallel. Right? Anything we can do it. Right, based on our script changes, right? Simple script changes we have to do. We can execute our scripts. So, what the way we want to execute on the Selenium grid. Right, but only changes we have done is in the base test. Right, just we have introduced a one more runtime parameter, and then based on the either it is a local or remote. Right, if it is a remote, we can just we can execute. Right, that's it. How to run on the grid. And tomorrow's class, right, we will see one more important Docker. Right, a Docker concept. We will see how to run in a Docker same grid only, but in Docker how to run a Selenium grid. Right. That is the last session in the framework classes. Right. Who are interested, you can join tomorrow's class also. Right. Anyone have any doubts?